Negative dumbbell bench press. You go and grab your dumbbells, lay back. You can have your feet up on the bench or down on the ground, don't care. Whatever grip's comfortable for you is fine with me. What you're gonna do, push it up normal, come down nice and slow, 10 times. After 10 reps of the negative bench press, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is dumbbell narrow grip press. You're going to go ahead and grab your dumbbells. You're going to lay down on the mat here. Just a word of advice, I would really advise you pick up your dumbbells before you actually lay down. You can sit down first, but don't lay down and then try and pick them up. You can have your elbows nice and close to your body. Lock the dumbbells together. We're going to go ahead and elevate your feet to add some ab work into this. And we're going to go straight up and down, as many as you can, up to 20. After 10 to 20 reps on the dumbbell narrow grip press, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is dumbbell kickback. So you're going to grab your dumbbells, lean forward, elbows locked on your sides. From here, you're going to go ahead and push the weight back, pause slightly at the top, bring it back down. So the range of motion is not like this. We're trying to focus on the triceps, push it back, slight pause, 10 of them. After 10 reps of the dumbbell kickbacks, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is dumbbell front squats. If you need to sit down onto the bench, you can. If you don't need to, if you don't want to, you can go ahead and do it without the bench. What you're going to do, you're going to hold the dumbbells chest level in front of you, dumbbells locked together, not up on your shoulders here. Sit down, stand up 10 times. After 10 reps of the dumbbell front squats, go ahead and move on to the next exercise, which is slow and low shuffle. So what you're going to do here, sit down as low as you can comfortably. Make sure the upper body is staying vertical. You want to be looking at the wall in front of you, not the floor below you. You don't want to stand up on each stride. You want to stay down as low as you possibly can. You're going to stride all the way down, all the way back. Make sure you face the same direction, go both ways. Take your time with it. You're not trying to go fast here. After the slow and low shuffle, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is isometric lunges. So what you're going to do here, drop this far down into a lunge position. All you're going to do is hold it for 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. After 20 seconds on one side, switch sides, 20 seconds on the other. After 20 seconds per leg on the isometric lunges, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is dumbbell elevated pullover. So the elevated part is your legs. You're going to go ahead and have your legs up in the air, knees bent. Don't need them way up like this. Put them right here. This just incorporates the core a lot more. From here, arms as straight as possible, starting up over your chest. Go back as far as you can comfortably. When you find that position, pause slightly. Bring it back over your chest. A little bit of bend in the elbows is totally fine. I just don't want you doing this. So we're going to do 10 reps here. After 10 reps on the elevated pullovers, we'll move on to your next exercise, which is dumbbell rows. You're going to go ahead and kneel on the bench. Whatever hand you're pulling with, make sure that same foot is on the ground. Range of motion is going to be looking like this. If you have the wrong leg, you can't do it. It just puts a lot of extra torque on the lower back. So let's make sure we're not doing that. What we're going to do here, just nice controlled range of motion, up and down, 10 on one arm, 10 on the other. After 10 on one side, switch sides, 10 on the other. After 10 per arm on the dumbbell rows, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is alternating pause curls. So you can start with the dumbbells in a mid-level position. From here, we're going to go down, back to mid. We're not going up high. So 10 per arm, 20 total. Remember, going down, not up. After 10 per arm of the alternating pause curls, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is straight leg deadlifts. Go ahead and grab your mobility stick, widen out your feet. From here, when I say straight leg deadlifts, they don't need to be locked. I just don't want you sitting through the motion. So what you're going to go ahead and do, lean as far down as you can get, slight pause, come back up. So nice controlled motion, slight pause, come back up 10 times. After 10 of the straight leg deadlifts, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is we're going to do a resistance band high shuffle here. The red band is the lighter of the two. The black band is the heavier one. I'm just going to go ahead and put the red band on so you can see that I'm wearing it. What you're going to do, put it on around both ankles, slightly above your knees. With both of these, I want it to be above your knees, not around your ankles. What you're going to do, stride out as far as you can. Stand tall, so I want you nice controlled motion, not trying to sit. not trying to go fast. I want you to focus on striding as far as you can. When you get all the way down, you're going to make sure you're facing the same direction when you come back. Down and back. Once you get all the way down to the end, go ahead and bring it back, facing the same direction. After the high shuffle, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is isometric bridges. You're just going to lift up into a bridge position. All you're going to do is hold this, count to 30. After 30 seconds on the isometric bridges, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is hamstring walkouts. What you're going to do, you're going to lift yourself up into a bridge position. From here, you're going to be on your heels, and you're going to take tiny little steps. You're going to walk out as far as you can. If you can straighten your legs all the way out, awesome. Take tiny little steps back in. That's 1 rep. We're going to do 5 of those. After 5 of the hamstring walkouts, go move on to your next exercise, which is leg lifts. You probably don't want to put your hands under your back. You can put them wherever you want, but that's where most people like to do it. Start with your legs as straight as possible. Lift them up toward the ceiling. Put them down as close to the ground as you can get to. The farther down you get without actually touching the ground, the harder it gets. But the more pressure it puts on your lower back. So if that's a problem, just don't go back down quite as far. And then if it really hurts your lower back, just go ahead and turn it into reverse crunches if you need to. But what we're looking for here is 10 leg lifts if you can. After the leg lifts, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is flutter kicks. So you're going to go ahead and lay down, hands wherever they're comfortable, probably below the small of your back. You can put them wherever you want though. And then what you're going to do, just going to flutter away. You're going to use this as a burnout, basically until you don't want to do it anymore. Alright, after the flutter kicks, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is bird dogs. Go ahead and kneel down on the pad or the mat, whatever you've got here. What you're going to do, take one hand off the ground, opposite leg off the ground, hold it and count to 20 on one side, switch sides, hold it and count to 20 on the other. This toe back here, if you have the toe off the ground, it makes it much harder than the toe on the ground. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. 20 seconds per side. After 20 seconds on one side, switch sides. 20 seconds on the other. After the bird dogs, go ahead and move on to your next exercise, which is